And welcome back to Sports Check on this Monday morning. It's the 23rd day of August 2021. In the news, it's a day when the country received 880,000 doses of Moderna vaccines this morning. They arrived at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and that means the fight against COVID continues. Also, we shall be taking a look at the Council of Governors, who will be giving their comments on the Building Bridges Initiative decision, and they will be issuing their statement at 12:30 p.m. and this is at their offices in Westlands. So it's to be addressed by the Council of Governors chairman of the Legal and Constitutional Affairs Committee, Meru Governor Kiraito Murungi. So those are some of the stories that our team is looking out for. Well, time to get into a second conversation, and this one is about golf. And how do you bring together people from one industry who are basically rivals, change them into a team, and they compete to represent the country at the global stage? And this is at amateur golf. And to get into that conversation about the World Corporate Golf Challenge, we've got on my immediate left, we've got Phoebe Naina from the World Corporate Golf Challenge. Phoebe, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
And also in his jacket, the one that he wouldn't drop, the captain of the host club, the Royal Nairobi Golf Club, Sylvester Odhiambo. Captain, welcome.
Thank you, Wahome, and thank you for having me in the studios.
All right, and for you, Captain, I know two huge events for you. You had the Tanner Hill tournament just 2 weeks back, and now you've got this one for you. How busy is it at Royal Nairobi Golf Club?
Thank you very much. At Royal, we are really busy. Actually, my calendar between now and end of the year, when my captaincy comes to an end, is full. Tanner Hill usually is played in Easter, but because of the lockdown during the Easter, we weren't able to host it. So as a captain, I was still determined to have it played during my captaincy, and we had a successful and a wonderful event 2 weeks ago.
All right, and for you, Phoebe, you could basically give us a brief about the choice of Royal as the place to host the World Corporate Golf Challenge.
One, it's centrally placed, so it is easily accessible, and then it's one of the best golf clubs we have in the country. Yeah.
Now, just a background into this World Corporate Golf Challenge, because if just looking at the records from 2009, played in Portugal, which is played in Portugal, they've won it 3 times. China have won it 3 times. Scotland, Sweden, India all winning it 1 time. What's the whole idea of this tournament?
We have the hope to place Kenya on the global, and also we hope to win at the international level as a country.
All right. How then do you reach out to the corporate world and pick out their golfers so that they can now compete to get these few slots, where then they can go to Portugal, travel to Portugal in November and play at the Global Championship? We
are working together with Captain, yeah, and we have different packages for different corporates so that they can sponsor individuals or also sponsor as a company. And then we have several benefits for the ones who will be participating and the ones who will make it to the final.
Aha.
Yeah.
You'll be telling us about that in Captain. The numbers that you want to attract, 250 golfers at Royal on the 3rd and the 4th. Tell us about how the invitation is working.
Yeah, so this event will be played on 2 days, 3rd and the 4th, as you have mentioned. And the reason why we are playing it over the 2 days is because of the crowd that we expect in terms of participants. So the first group will play on Friday, the second group to play on Saturday, and then after that we will have the luncheon and of course dinner for the corporates that will be sponsoring the event. So we expect to have 200 people on the first day, and again 200 people on the second day. Royal is big, and the maximum we can accommodate in a single day is 200 players, in the morning and then later in the afternoon. So we can't host more than that.
So the morning draw takes 100, the afternoon 100?
Maybe the morning draw will take up to 80, 60 or 80, and then the rest 120, in the afternoon, because the afternoon draw starts a bit early, maybe around 11:30, and the last tee off should be around 2 o'clock. Yeah.
So explain to us about the format that will be used and how the teams now enter for this corporate challenge.
So, as you may be aware, we have 2 ways of scoring. We have the medal, and of course we have the Stableford. And because of the large numbers, we are going to play Stableford so that the game can move pretty quickly. The game will be open to Royal Nairobi Golf Club members, and I expect most of them to play on Saturday. And the invited guests, the corporates that will be sponsoring the event, to play on Friday, because again, we want to create a platform, you know, for business executives, you know, to interact, network, as you mentioned, you know, getting 2 rivals, you know, sharing a cup of tea or playing a round of golf, just talking and exchanging ideas, the challenges that the industry may be facing. So for me, it will be a very interesting occasion to host all these executives, and I'm looking forward to even hosting, you know, these corporates in future, you know, as Royal Nairobi Golf Club, because I know there's a question you posed to my sponsor, you know, why Royal? Royal is the oldest golf club in this country. We have one of the best courses in the country. I must say that the rains last year were well distributed, and we have enough water reservoirs that is keeping us to irrigate the course really well. So Royal is the place to be. It is in town. The facilities we have, other than the golf course, you know, our clubhouse, you know, the meals, and the people of Royal are so friendly. So I'm looking forward to hosting, you know, this team of executive, you know, in Royal on Friday and Saturday.
All right, now entice me as a corporate and to make sure that I can sign up and then have representation at this corporate golf challenge at Royal on the 3rd and 4th.
One, it's the first time that we are hosting this World Corporate Golf Challenge in the country, and so it's not only
it's okay.
Sorry. It's not only welcoming, you know, the international people, but also different people that are in the businesses. And what a better time than now to meet your rivals in business or other people who are in your line of business, to get to know how they have navigated through COVID, through the pandemic. So learning from each other through golf and in a relaxed environment. So I think as a corporate, you really need to sign up so that you get to meet different executives and get to learn from them, and also get to get new ideas on how to take your business to the next level.
How then do corporates enter? What's the criteria, or what are the different classes or packages that you've set out for them?
We have different packages. We have the main sponsor. You can sponsor the whole. We also have co-sponsor, and then under each of those packages there is the benefits, like also having your logo and also getting to play a certain period or bringing this number of players. So we have more information, and we can give a number where they can contact us on, so that they can pick what packages that is fits them.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I want to have a 4-ball. You know, I want to have a slot reserved for, say, a Friday afternoon, tee off at 1 o'clock. But I want 4 of them. So it's going to be like how do you do it? You do it Wahome times 4.
Yes.
That's how you put it.
Yes. So actually we put the corporate. So if it is KBC times 4, so you will then provide the names. Then as we make the draw, the names will then appear. Your executives will then know what time really they're teeing off and who they are playing against. So because you may be a corporate sponsoring, but you are inviting your partners.
Yes.
You know, your clients who are supporting you. So that's what we do.
Okay. So Phoebe, if you were to briefly tell us, I mean, what's in it for a corporate coming in? If, for example, I want a slot where I have 4, where I can have 4 golfers at the corporate challenge.
One, you have the opportunity to play with the best in the country. You also have the opportunity of the team that you're bringing for them to make it to the finals, that is the national finals, and they also get, there's an opportunity to win, to get to the
to play in Portugal.
To play in Portugal. So for the best 2 players, we'll be having a fully sponsored trip to Portugal and play with the world business executives there.
Actually, this is what I would call the captain's nightmare. This is in golf is known as a captain's nightmare. Managing the prizes, because there are rules around this as to how much, the kind of package that an amateur golf. This is amateur golf.
Yes.
So there is a limit. I think is it 500 pound sterling equivalent.
Yes.
How then do you manage it? Because that's your nightmare every time you have a club night or even a corporate night.
No, we've done it very well. We normally have sessions with our sponsors, like we did with Phoebe. So what we're going to do is to then sit down and see the value of the prizes to be won, so that it doesn't surpass the limit for the amateurs. So that is in place. Like this particular one, we are going to have up to 18 prizes up for grabs. But of course, the top two will then have a chance to fly out to Portugal and play there. But yes, we will try as much as possible to ensure that we remain within the limits on the take-home items that we will be giving as prizes.
All right. So now, Phoebe, something else about this country. I mean, when you have these corporates getting involved, then also for golf, Kenya, I think, is one of the 3 or 4 countries with over 25 golf courses in Africa.
Yeah.
How then do you use this corporate challenge to get more people? There are companies that are based outside Nairobi, for example. I think of a cement company in Mombasa, or you can think of a cereal company in Eldoret. How then do you engage them?
We have regional, where they are playing from different regions, and then after that, after they qualify at the regional level, then they come now to national level, where they'll be playing at Royal.
All right, tell us about the regional, how the different regions, because I know, think of what, Western, Central.
Western, Mombasa, and then Nairobi. There is a way they have been organized to play.
So Wahome, maybe just to add on what Phoebe is saying, so they're also going to have other series across the country.
Yes.
Like I know they'll be in Mombasa, they'll be in Western, they'll be in Rift Valley and the Central Kenya. So people will be qualifying, I think. So there'll be grand finale again in Royal to then now put guys together, the people who will be then representing Kenya abroad. So they'll also be regional series that they will be running across the country.
And something else that we want to talk about, I mean, the tourism aspect of it and golf. Kenya is a great, it's always considered a great golf destination. I think I can mention of 2 courses that are always appearing in the magazines. How much are you doing to, have people have a real feel of the country?
We are working together with partners like the hotels, the tour companies, to make sure that we put this corporate challenge, as in this event, out there in the media, and also encourage them to work together so that we put Kenya on the globe map. As a tourist destination, because we have so much to offer as a country, and so having Kenya to play, even to participate in this event, it puts us out there as a tourist destination, and it's also an opportunity for golfers to tour other places, other golf clubs around the country as they compete.
Well, Captain, you mentioned something that you want to have this spread over 2 days, and this is because of the numbers from the Tannehill Shield, because you had, I think, when you talk about 9 clubs, each with about a delegation of about 15 or so, it's about 150 extremely competitive golfers over 3 days. What were your learnings about managing a golf event in COVID times?
Actually, it was very challenging. Last year we never played Tannehill, so for me it was a learning process. But what I did is to bring together different stakeholders. I partnered with the Ministry of Health, specifically KNH, and I must thank my good friend, the MD, Dr. Kamuri, who gave us a really advice on how we were going to do the luncheon. So normally we would conduct it inside the clubhouse, but this time we did an outdoor, and people were surprised. Everything was outdoor, the presentation outdoor, the lunch and everything. So it was really a very successful event. There was no risk, nobody was exposed. So from a COVID-19 perspective, we do the checks at the gate, everybody coming in, will have their temperatures taken. And then inside the club, around the clubhouse, and even at the tee box, we have sanitizers. We have the points of washing hands. And then we discourage. So for Tana Hill specifically, only the playing unit, the teams, were having their lunch inside the clubhouse. So we secured the clubhouse, and nobody was getting access to the clubhouse. We even locked the changing rooms where people are showering, and only opened it to the players. So this time round, we are going to do it over a period of 2 days. But again, we will open the changing rooms because we are going to apply the same concept. But for anybody playing on Friday, will not play on Saturday. At least that will ease the pressure of the changing room and also the clubhouse. But again, we are going to do everything outdoor. Yeah, we don't want to expose people and put them at risk. So that we will observe.
All right, and it then brings me, I mean, if you've got to award, depending on how every club operates, there is something, no show, no prize. Supposing I'm the best golfer on, I mean, I could get my 42 points on Friday. It turns out I'm amongst the best, or compared to the Saturday's flights and Friday's flights. What happened to the Friday people?
No, the Friday people will of course be invited for the dinner. So because we will do it outdoor. But the reason why we don't want them in the clubhouse on Saturday is because of the
around
pressure.
The course.
Yes. So, but for the course, it is open. So people don't really have a risk.
Actually, if you're asking about the Royal Golf Club, this is the 18th hole at the Royal Nairobi Golf Club. The pictures are from the Easter tournament. So yes, that's where that tournament is going to be played. Captain, you actually talked about the green, the fairways and how well maintained it is. So there is the course, and those are not his. That's Captain Muthaiga.
Muthaiga, yes. My very good friend Dakari. He won the event, and congratulations to Muthaiga once again. But we will be coming for that shield in the year 2022. I promised him, it's going to be a tough one next year to Muthaiga.
All right, now here is the thing, the eligibility rules for the Corporate Golf Challenge. Just put it out to them for us, Phoebe, for one to be eligible to contest.
I think we are playing only the members and also the ones that are sponsored. Yeah, you have to be a player, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then you register with us. Yeah.
So the first thing is, first of all, be a member of the home club or the region.
Yeah.
And then secondly, a sponsor.
Yeah, you can be a sponsor, as in like you come through a corporate sponsor.
It will be an invitation.
Yes,
kind of.
It's an exclusive event. Yeah.
Now, so how do you then balance between these two, depending on the number of sponsors and the flights that you have allocated for a day, and the members who may be interested in participating in this event?
Yeah, so for my members, I know Saturday is enough for our members. I will be advising them to go into the system and book their timings as usual. So we will do everything that we've always done. So it's always been on first come, first served basis. So once the system is open, you go and book. If you book late and you find the draw is full, I'm sorry, you may not be able to participate. But I know in Royal we should be able to accommodate all the playing members with valid handicaps. So non-handicap players probably, I'm sorry, they will not be able to participate in this event. So only for the handicapped players.
And let's now come forward and talk about what are the opportunities now when it comes to the lady golfers within this event.
Yeah, so thank you, Wahome. So the lady golfers will compete the way they've always competed with other people. Of course, as we play golf, there's the handicap. Of course, the ladies, their tee box is slightly ahead of the men. So yes, it's a very fair game. Last week we had an event at Royal that was sponsored by Glenn Fiddich, and the prizes were for anybody to win. And I'm glad to say that is a lady who won the last Club Nut event. So we will do it, run it the way we've always run it. So nothing special for anybody. So and more specifically for the top two qualifiers, anybody can win, including the ladies.
And it's all And then, how do you want to sustain this event going forward? Because getting an opportunity to go and play, the moment you get used to the course, you want to play at another one and take up the challenge. How do you want to sustain this going forward, Phoebe?
We'll continue doing it. Even next year, we'll have another event. Yeah, so we'll also be encouraging a lot of golfing around the country. And so we'll be having series all over and also moving from one region to the other.
How well has it been as you move to the other regions? What's the anticipation like, for example, in down at the coast or out in Nyanza?
I think it's quite promising, yeah. And we anticipate that most of them will register for this event and they'll come over to Nairobi for the finals.
And for the golfers who've been there have been different events which have been sponsored by different bodies. What's the feeling that an amateur golfer gets the moment they've got to travel to go play in Dubai, in the US, or even in Scotland at a different course, or a course they probably have watched on TV?
Actually, it's a very satisfying moment if probably you flew out and played, say, in Dubai or in the US, and I see golfers really being they're happy to share the photos, the videos, you know, in these great golf clubs out there. So for me, it's more of a tourism kind of thing. If, say, I'm on holiday and I want to travel out of the country and I manage to get a chance to play in one of the greatest courses around the world, you know, it's a very fulfilling moment. So golfers are very proud people who, whenever they are out there, they want everybody to know that they played in this great course and interacted with, you know, these top guys. So for amateur golfers, it is a chance for them now to come in and showcase. As she earlier stated, I think as a country, we can actually put the Kenyan map out there as a tourism destination. And even the local tourism, we can really encourage people through the golfing things. So, and this probably to the Ministry of Sports and to the government, most of the county governments, I think we really need to do much more, develop infrastructure. I know there are a number of counties without golf courses, but if we can develop those courses, it will be a very good thing, and we can develop tourism not only internally but even outside. So if you find a golfer probably trying to fly into the western or central, and they at the same time want to go and play golf, you know, it's really a very good moment. So it is a challenge to us and to our leaders to try and develop the infrastructure in terms of, you know, making sure that people are taking golf. You know, people have always thought that golf is a rich man's game. I can tell you, Wahome, it's not. If you look at most of our pros today, there are people who started from a very humble beginning, and some of them are earning a living out of golf.
And actually coaching the amateurs out there.
Thank you. So golf is a sport like any other sport, like football. Anybody can play, like, you know, tennis and everything. So mine is just to appeal to guys to come out, and most of the juniors. I know most of the clubs in this country are really championing the junior golf development. In Royal we have, I know Muthaiga they have, Vet Club they have, Current they have. So I just want to encourage parents, most of golfers, and even non-members to bring out those kids so that they can take golf as a sport. Many of the people out there, you look at the PGA, people are earning a living out of golf. So why not us in Kenya? We should actually put Kenya map out there as a golf destination.
All right. So now, Phoebe, tell us, how then does anyone get, how do people get to you to get involved in the Corporate Golf Challenge?
They can contact us on this number. Can I give the number now?
Yeah, the number, the website.
The website, we have the website, the World Golf Corporate, the World Corporate Golf Challenge Kenya. It is it's there. We have the website. They can contact us. We have our contacts there or on this number. I don't know whether they'll be able to get it.
Somebody's better get it, but the website is
Yes,
there.
the website is there. They can contact us and they can buy the tickets from there. And then if they want the corporate packages, we'll still send them the packages that we have. Like I mentioned, we have several of them, and then they can pick whatever fits them as a corporate.
How much is a ticket?
A ticket is 2,500 for a player.
For a player?
Yes, yes.
And
And 4,500 for two. Yeah.
Looks, and that is quite affordable. What does it take care of?
It takes care of playing and the branding and also the lunch. The meals, yeah.
Then the meals.
Yeah.
That would cover one round of golf, effectively. But they've got to pay the caddy and the greens, and for the green fee.
Yeah. So how we have done it is that they are sponsoring the entire event. So me, I'll get one check from them. Then they will collect from the corporate. So and get to finance the entire thing. But what I can promise is that we've had very successful meetings with them. They've told us their expectations, which we have put into place. There will be from breakfast, lunch, and dinner, over and above, of course, playing. But for players, yes, they have to sort out their caddy fees. So that is for the player to
take
pay.
care.
Yeah.
All right. Phoebe, Naina,
Yes.
thank you very much, and let's keep the conversation going. And also on the 3rd and 4th, Royal Nairobi Golf Club will be hosting the Corporate World Challenge. And do you expect somebody from Royal to travel to Portugal in November?
Absolutely, yes. I have so many top golfers in Royal, so I'm looking forward to at least two of them, flying out to Portugal to
That's a whole
represent
hog.
Yes.
Only 2 slots available for Kenyans. We shall be keeping up with that and also have conversations with the amateur golfers as they get involved in the activity throughout 3rd and 4th, the Nairobi leg at the Royal Nairobi Golf Club. Thank you very much, Captain Sylvester Odhiambo of the Royal Nairobi Golf Club, and Phoebe Naina. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We take the second break, and when we come back, let's talk about the FKF Premier League, the Harambee Stars, the Sekafa Women's Club competition, plus also the noisy and messy EPL.